matched with this girl on fucking Tinder, dude. She's like, hey.
Yes.
She's like, what are you doing? Like, or what'd you do this weekend?
Place that will make you a whore.
She's
or
like,
make you a married man.
She was like, what did you do this weekend? I'm like, oh, watched some football, took notes for my podcast. She's like, oh, what kind of podcast is it? Like, fantasy football? It's like, oh, you're really into football. It's like, I guess. Like, what do you want me to be into? Ceramics?
I wonder what gave that the fuck away.
Yeah.
Could it be my outrageous amount of pictures in Eagles gear?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what did you
Could
want
it be
me
that I said I have a podcast for football?
Yeah, it's like, specifically. I was like, it's an excuse for me to hang out with my brother and fucking every once in a while have a couple of brews. And, yeah, dude, I'm like, what'd you want me to do? Be into ceramics and poetry? Like, if I'm into that, like, I'm not matching with you. I'm matching with guys because I'm fucking gay.
I know, right?
All right, I'm warm. Let's start the show.
Welcome back, guys. Single high coverage where we take care and cover the field for all your fantasy needs.
Week 3.
I'll give you some advice. Start them, bench them, or cut them.
Cover 3
all
segment.
That good stuff. And we also go over all the highlights of what happened this week currently. You know, upsets, players that stood out. We'll go through every single position. We'll let you guys know where it is. If you guys are already following us, welcome back. If you guys haven't followed, or if you guys it's your first time on set or watching us,
welcome.
Please like, follow, and subscribe. Come and check out how we get this done. And we'd love the advice. It could be good. It could be bad. We take it as constructive criticism. What we ask is don't be that fucking douchebag that likes to sit there and just talk mad shit because he's a keyboard warrior sitting behind in his mama's basement. So probably still hasn't lost his virginity. He's about like 46 or something like that.
The funniest part is that guy.
Yeah, that kind of asshole. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you what. I spent 8 years in the fucking Marine Corps. And if your ass wasn't quick with the comebacks or on your toes ready to talk some shit back, you were the fucking target all the fucking time. So I'm just saying, be wary with your comments, because I will fucking come in on you motherfuckers that want to talk that shit.
Pause. I'm drinking this week.
I love talking shit.
I'm drinking this week. Fuck it.
I know, right? It is what it is. Anyways, guys, like I was saying, though.
The best part
Back to football, though.
Dude, the best part is those fucking basement dwellers are probably, like, winning all their leagues because they got, like, Excel spreadsheets with, like, all these sleepers, like...
They're watching the games, keeping their own statistics.
Dude, yeah.
Motherfuckers got, like, 3 TVs with 4 screens on each one.
They're like, dude,
from the YouTube NFL ticket.
Their criticism is like, dude, you're just wrong. They're like,
hey, I am gonna get that though. That NFL Sunday YouTube ticket or the YouTube ticket? NFL Sunday ticket.
Yep.
Let me say it the right way.
Dude.
Anyways, that bad motherfucking thing. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, you have up to 4 screens available.
Yeah, it's like
now,
the
what
one
I'm wondering
that,
is,
it's like
would
the one
you
that
be
used to
able
do
to use multiple TVs under the same account? Because if you can, like, if you're a fantasy player, and I mean, there's some of us that go hardcore with this. You know what I'm saying? If you got a big screen TV, like a 65 or bigger, shit, even a 55 is pretty nice.
Yeah.
You could throw 4 games up at once, and you could be following key players that are on your roster, making sure and watching how they're doing. And then plus, it gives you a chance to see who else stands out in those games as well, too, you know? It's kind of hard when you're wanting to watch your favorite team. I get that. You know, like when I was watching my favorite team, that was the shitty part. I watch it through Hulu Live. And, I know we're just giving out free advertisements over here.
Yeah.
Not sponsored. Hey, by the way, I need my cut.
Hulu
homie.
has live sports.
Right?
Jalen is actually the representative. Holy shit, dude. This is actually the Hulu. This isn't even an Eagles jersey.
I know, right? I don't know if I can get sued for this or if I should be suing for this. But I feel like I'm promoting you guys. Anyways, you know, so I was only able to watch my team, and I kind of had to either watch one other game on my phone or follow on my phone, which I was doing at the same time. I feel like, you know, investing in that NFL Sunday ticket, especially if we were, like, you know, doing something like this. Yeah. And then also that involved in your fantasy league, like, I just really feel it'd be worth it. Like, it's a great value buy. It's only, what, $350, $300?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I had one game on in my bedroom. I had one game on in the living room and one game on my phone. And I was running back and forth like a fucking madman, dude.
Running to the living room. Who the fuck changed the TV?
Yeah, dude.
Don't touch the fucking TV.
Yeah.
I can already see it. Freaking vessel blowing out his damn
Holy
forehead.
shit. Well, we're gonna
Oh,
change.
man.
We're gonna switch it up to the cover 3 formation, covering 3 different fields: surprises, stardoms, situms for the week.
Cut 'em.
And while we're doing that, probably cover a little, just go over brief injuries, position by position, way we did last week. I'll start it off. Broncos country, let's ride.
Hey, man.
Quarterback.
Before you want to
3.
go in there, my boy Russell Wilson has been putting up numbers.
No.
He's been
that's-
playing
no.
phenomenally well considering how he performed last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is playing exceptionally
No,
well.
I
don't
was
know why
actually
said
going to say,
phenomenally well. That was weird.
he's the quarterback 3 this week. 18 for 32. He wasn't that efficient in the passing game, but he had 308 yards. So he was efficient yardage-wise, but not
Wait, they gave him
completion-wise.
quarterback of the week?
No. I'm
It
going
was
to get to
somebody
that.
else. It
I'm
was,
going to get to that.
I was going to say, I thought I just
3
read something.
touchdowns, 1 pick, 6 rushes for 56 yards. So the legs are still there. That was a worry of mine last season. So like anytime a quarterback can run, that's going to make them fantasy relevant. Like that's going to help.
It was Daniel Jones, huh?
Quarterback 1 this week.
Oh,
Daniel
yeah.
fucking Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Look,
that, I'm not going to lie, surprised me. But,
we will
hey,
be
that
the
was a nice,
first ones
hard-fought game.
to eat crow. We fucking whiffed. We said it last week. Sit him, and if you listen to our advice, he will personally cash app every viewer.
Oh,
No, I'm messing around. No.
Hey,
26
honestly,
for 37.
Let's be realistic. Daniel Jones.
Vanilla
If
Vic.
you have him and you have to start between him and Justin Fields, I'm going Daniel Jones. No offense.
Yeah.
You know, if I have those options. But he's definitely not going to be my starter if I got Josh Allen, Tua,
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, you know, even fucking Brock Purdy. You know what I mean?
Next
If he's on
week,
my roster, I'm
so-
starting Purdy over Jones.
so I'll say
he's just
this.
too inconsistent to me.
26 for 37, 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, a pick. 9 for 59 on the ground with 1 touchdown. That little 10-yarder. Fucking clutch. Next week, though, look, I'm gonna make a call again, and I'm gonna be right this time. Sit them. They're playing the Bills.
No, they're not. They're playing us.
Or
This
that's
Thursday.
right. No. I knew it was. I knew it was
You
a
definitely
good,
need to sit
I knew
that
it was,
ass.
Yeah, I knew it was a good defense. I could have. Oh no. I know who's playing the Bills.
For the Thursday night game.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. And Saquon, you know,
Oh,
we'll cover
yeah,
that.
Saquon is out with an injury.
We'll cover
I
that.
feel like we have a little bit of burden to bear on that one. You know,
But
we
yeah.
were talking about how you could lose your stock if you take an injury.
Yep.
And I said it, like, I feel like he's going to go out in the beginning of the season. He's going to do enough to show teams this is what I'm still capable of. But I feel like on the back end, it would have slowed a lot down to ensure that he stays healthy for the following season when he wants to go back on the trade block. You know, that's if they don't franchise tag his ass again.
Yeah.
You know, within that
God.
nature. You know, which at some point in time, a team's got to realize
I
you're
hope they
better
would
off
do
letting
it-
them do what they want to do and leave. Because the last thing you want is somebody on your roster taking up space
Oh, a JT
that's
situation.
unhappy.
Well, no, a JT situation where like
Yeah,
he's literally
you know,
just not playing.
He's just like,
Yeah,
he's like,
he's on-
fuck
he's-
it. I
he's
just
on the
won't take
pup.
the money. I still got money.
Yeah.
You know, these guys get paid, you know, in the double digits of millions coming into this.
We'll probably cover that a little more in the running back section. Do you have another quarterback that you want to spotlight for this week?
Hey, man, my boy Brock Purdy, period.
He showed out. He
No,
showed out.
no, I don't want to hear nothing negative, all right? That boy has been literally, he was just fucking thrown to the wolves, man. Like, you couldn't have found a juicier steak to throw into the middle of the wolves. And he came back out on top. He came out leading the pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He came out leading the pack. And
The defense let him down
and
a
his
tiny
game-
bit this week too.
yeah, they did, you know. But
They put pressure on him. That basically they didn't let him down, but they put more pressure than he's probably experienced up to this point.
but it goes to show,
He can ball.
but it showed in what a lot of other podcasts were actually talking about when it came to him. You know, can he handle being behind and come back from that? And I feel like
Yeah.
this week he showed. He showed, like, you know what? I went against a team that could put up numbers like us. The Rams aren't as weak as we thought, and nobody
Yeah.
should have ever thought that. No offense. I know there's always better players than others. That's always going to be like the
Yeah.
way it is, because if not, football or sports in general would just be boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If everybody was on the same caliber of play like that, it would just be boring.
Yeah.
We'd probably no points on the board.
No.
But, you know, so there's always got to be a better player than the other. But in my opinion, if you're good enough to make it to the league, you're good.
Yeah.
Period. There's nothing to say about it no more. You're one of the best. Period. And he rose to the occasion. He was last pick.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody did make an interesting point on the podcast. They feel like if he would have went higher in the draft, people wouldn't be giving him such a hard time. Because a lot of people are still giving that whole doubtful situation with him and things like that. And they're saying, oh, because we need to see more. We need to see more. And, like, Richard Sherman even went to bat for him, was saying, like, what more do you need to see? I think actually...
I think it's tough, too, as well.
Ancho, I think it is?
Manuaco, yeah.
Manuaco. I think it was him. I'm not sure which podcast it was on. But he was on there. He was defending Purdy, which is crazy because he's like big time Cowboys, I believe, right? And fuck the Niners all the way kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he was even saying it to like somebody, and he was like, look, he's like, Micah Parsons, if you're going to give a compliment, give a real compliment. Saying he's a top 15 quarterback, that just means he's still average.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then somebody was like, well, you don't know where he put him in that top 15. It doesn't matter. Because if he's playing top 15, he probably has him at anywhere between 13 and 15. They're like, and in our opinion, it's not really that big of a compliment because you got to think how many teams are in the league.
I mean, that being said, though, I mean, people, and I feel like a lot of this comes up even too with like the LeBron debate, where like it's like I'm a LeBron fan, and to me, it's like, hey, like LeBron is number one all time, but I can respect somebody who says like, oh, he's number two all time. There's people who take it personally when you say like, oh, LeBron is the second best or he's the third best.
The way I like to say it like this,
but
a lot of people.
But it's like, dude, regardless of where you have the person, if you say he's like a top 5 player all time or something, it's like, out of everybody to play, he's the 5th best player ever. You know, it's like, that's a huge fucking accomplishment. That's a huge thing. And even saying like, oh, somebody's top 15, and you could say like, yeah, like, you know, maybe he isn't, you know, because you're putting these other guys ahead of him and stuff like that. Like, it's not a huge compliment, but it's like, dude, most teams, especially because of the Niners situation in the playoffs last year, carry a third quarterback on the roster. So there's 90 quarterbacks potentially in the league, and out of that, he's top like 10 percentile. Like, that's the compliment that they're giving him.
I get that.
I mean? You know what I mean?
We're talking about starters. We're not talking about all the backups.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to compare him to
stats,
backups, no offense, but he's already better than the backups because he's a starter.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So that kind of puts him in that aspect. So when you go to the aspect of that and thinking like that, okay, he's a starter. Now you have to bring that 90 number back down to the 32.
Yeah.
Because realistically, those are the quarterbacks he's competing against.
Yeah, and that being said,
other starting quarterbacks,
So
those that may even come in and take advantage of their opportunities given to them and come out and become a starter like Brock Purdy did.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, and which, like I said, was ironic because he's really big, you know, Niner hater, in my opinion. You know, if you are, I apologize. But he did stick up for Purdy, and he said, like, lady, he got put in a crucial situation with the Niners where he could have rose to the occasion and did exactly what he did and took them all the way to an NFC championship. He goes, or he could have shit the brick and just killed the Niners' playoff potential, period.
Yeah.
Which, and honestly, so let's be realistic, most times in his case, the person that got picked in his position, they would shit the brick.
Yeah, no.
You know, they would bust. The pressure would get to them. They'd win a few games in the regular season, but there's no way in hell they're going to make it past the first round in the playoffs if they even get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only did he get there, but he won every game all the way up until he got injured. And then he came back and just started fucking winning again.
Yeah,
you know,
I see him.
I see that in that aspect. Like, I get it, but you're still putting him in that just maybe barely above average. And it's like, and I honestly feel like he's cracked a top 10 QB area. Am I saying he's up there in the top 10? I'm not going to fucking do that because I know there's other great quarterbacks out there. To say that he is above them right now would be unfair to them and what they've accomplished thus far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if he goes out there and he starts doing his Patrick Mahomes things and just does his Purdy thing and just keeps finding ways to win, bro, he's going to be a top 5 QB in a matter of like no time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that says a lot.
Right now, I would have him. I'd have him somewhere between like 10 to 15. I think there's like, especially quarterback wise right now, there's a lot of talent. Obviously, we're 2 weeks into the season. You know, there's guys that we'll talk about here that are underperforming.
But a lot of that talent has honestly taken a serious nosedive on their performance.
But again, it's like we're 2 weeks into the season.
Like look at Deshaun Watson. Realistically, he's still putting up numbers fantasy-wise. He didn't do too bad this season. I don't think he ended too bad, right? I think he still broke 20 over, right?
Currently, I think he's outside of the top 15. So he would be like
fantasy point-wise. So he put up what? I'm gonna look right now and tell you.
I think he was like the quarterback 18 on the week or something like that, because he did have the pick six and a couple.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's our league, and you're pretty mean with those interception points.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he only earned 9 points in our league, so take that back. Actually,
yeah, well, he had some turnovers.
Oh yeah, 22 for 40, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 6 carries for 22 yards. 1 2-point conversion, 2 fumble losses. That's what.
Yeah, that's what it is. He had the 2 fumbles.
6 sacks.
Go there. Yeah, I take away points for sacks. This is good. This is the mascot.
Yeah. He likes to let himself.
But yeah, aside from all that, I think Purdy. I think he deserves to be in that discussion.
I have him on my roster. He had 14.
Yeah.
He had 14 points, so he's already doing better than Deshaun Watson. And honestly, people are putting Deshaun Watson in that top 10 category.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, they did.
Wouldn't.
You know, based off his last 2 games performances, in my opinion, he was top 10. I would say he was anywhere between 8 to 10. That was his range. He was barely cracking that top 10. But after these 2 performances, I'd have to say he probably dropped to 15, 13 at the highest.
Deshaun, I have him outside of the 15 right now.
Oh, you have him outside the 15?
Yeah.
Okay, see,
I guess I'm being generous. My top 15-ish, obviously, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert.
Trevor Lawrence has been doing great this season too.
Yeah, so like it's hard to crack that top 10. So I think that's also why, like, because you also have to take into perspective, like, when you say something like, "Hey, this guy's a top 15," it's like, considering the quarterback talent that there is right now. There's some seasons where saying somebody is the 15th best quarterback in the league is like, it's like, dang, dude, like that's fucking rude.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to sound too biased. I'm just basing this off of his performance and his play. And what I get out of him, I get a lot of Tom Brady vibes out of him. He finds ways to win, but he also knows how to command and lead a team. And you could see that, like, the players really respond to him, I feel like. I really feel like the players respond to him, in and out of the locker room, obviously on the field. You could tell they have complete trust and confidence in him.
Yeah.
They really do. And that's a nice thing to see. And I feel like that needs to play factor big time too as well when it comes to being on being the leader of an offense, being that QB position and being in the top 10 or top 15. I feel like that has a lot to do.
Yeah.
That should have a lot to do with where you get ranked as well. How well does your team like you?
Yeah.
Just because you're fucking good doesn't mean they like you.
Yeah, once you get to that upper echelon, I think that definitely is what separates the elite contenders with the elite pretenders is the way.
And no offense, it's like we see a lot of these QBs starting to fall into that elite pretenders area now.
Yeah.
And
which again, I
to
think
me is like, and I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for saying this, but I feel like Lamar Jackson's on his decline.
Lamar had a good week this week.
I'm not saying he didn't have a good week. I just feel like we see it with Mahomes. He's a great leader. His team fully got him. They believe in him 100%, and they win games together, and he finds ways to win. Yeah. Same thing with Jalen Hurts. Same thing with Dak Prescott, believe it or not. There's some midline, but for the most part, the Cowboys got him. With Kirk Cousins with the Vikings. But with Lamar, I just don't feel like there's a lot of team connection there.
Yeah. I feel
like I don't know. I feel like they're not as tightly bonded as they probably should be, and I feel like if they do get that together, they would be. I think they'd be unstoppable.
It's a different feel, and you can definitely tell the chemistry when it comes to contract talks and stuff.
Yeah.
So like the difference in both guys got signed during the offseason, 1 week within each other, of Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, but the difference was like, with Lamar, it felt like a holdout. It felt like, I want more money, that's why this isn't going through yet. Whereas with Jalen, it was like, even though they made a similar amount of money, with Jalen, it just felt different. it felt more like we're trying to come to something that we both agree on. It didn't feel like one side was leveraging the other, you know? But I think a lot of that comes with how they present themselves and things like that. And that's a whole other talk for itself. But speaking of top 15 quarterbacks, another guy on my list, the quarterback 14 on the season, 26 for 34, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 6 for 17 on the ground. Baker fucking Mayfield, dude.
Yeah, nah, he's doing good.
He did his thing.
Him and, believe it or not, Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs looking okay, filling
I
in.
saw him leading a team. Like, he scored. He threw touchdowns.
Dude, I said it as a joke early in the season.
To me, QBs that throw touchdowns are doing their job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a QB comes down with 3 touchdowns in the game, even if he has a pick, maybe even 2, but if he showed that he produced 3 touchdowns and a running back only produced 1, you know, it starts to become one of those situations where it's like, and then you look at the running back's overall yardage and you're like, yeah, you should have had at least 2, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you had like 300 total yards and you're going to tell me that you couldn't get fucking 1 touchdown? Like, you know?
I would say start him next week. I see him as like a low quarterback 1, high quarterback 2, or high value in super flex leagues. Injury time. Joe Burrow started catching heat a little bit later in the game. Started slow, but he did end up throwing a pair of touchdowns.
Ankle injury right now, right?
But he re-aggravated the calf. I would keep up to date to see whether or not that's going to keep him out of next week's game. Luckily, they do play Monday night. They have the later
so he has
the later
a little bit
game.
more of a rest period.
Hopefully that one day makes a difference. But that being said,
it does sometimes, man.
Don't wait, because he's playing Monday night. So if you auto roster him and Sunday rolls around and he doesn't play, you're stuck with one of the other quarterbacks. And the other teams playing are the Bucks. So Baker, which he's probably gone off of waivers. And then it's the Rams. Matthew Stafford has probably gone off waivers, and Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got drafted. So like those so those quarterbacks are gone.
He was definitely one of the top 3 QBs that disappeared.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, definitely top 5.
So don't wait.
He got drafted.
But keep him up to date. Anthony Richardson did great.
Did his thing.
But concussion protocol.
He's under concussion protocol, so
more than
keep an eye on that.
He took himself out of the game. It wasn't a big hit where he got hit. He was out on the ground. He kind of like was just trying to shake the cobwebs out. Couldn't really do it. I see him probably missing 1 week. But that being said, Gardner Minshew looked good in place. And
he did really good.
In his last 3 starts or last 3 games, 2 starts with the Philadelphia Eagles last year and then 1 game this year, he's still operated as like a good, solid quarterback 2, like low end, quarterback 2. So if you're in a deeper league, pick up Gardner Minshew. He's probably on waivers. I don't think anybody had him. So that'll be serviceable. That'll be a good quarterback to fill in. Another guy we talked about, Lamar Jackson. It's his non-throwing hand though. So, and he did kind of show off and like flex it during the press conference. So he should be fine. But obviously,
but who are they playing this upcoming week? We'll get to that. But Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
he went against us, but you know what? He put up good numbers, guys.
He gets a good defense.
He's got a really good defense. Aaron Donald's back, and you saw he's back at 100.
He is a monster.
He's still a beast. Not against us. As I say, not against us, but he's still an animal.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm allowed to talk my shit, all right? I'm allowed to talk my shit. They earned it. It was, honestly, I was looking like this might be a shootout, And then when we started kind of taking off with it, I was like, all right, I can start smoking again.
Yeah.
I sobered up quick. I sobered up real quick.
The running backs this week made it easy for us. We're basically just going to go down the list.
Christian McCaffrey.
Thursday night. DeAndre Swift. What the fuck? Where did that come from? From 2 touches to 28? Running back 4 in PPR leagues. 28 touches, 175 yards, 1 tutty, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 6 yards.
6, I think it was.
It was at 175.
Was it?
Start
I
him.
saw a post that said 176.
Start him against the The Buccaneers have
I don't
been,
think they can handle a strong run.
Yeah.
And the Eagles got a solid line.
Alexander Madison did his thing in week 1.
Yeah.
So, so the running backs have been doing well against the
Yeah, I'm not
Buccaneers
going to lie.
defense.
Like, the starting running backs have been putting in work. These young ones that are starting or even backing up, they're still putting up. Bijan Robinson, again.
Yeah.
Another 20-plus week. He is doing phenomenal.
Yep. And
he is looking amazing.
Yeah.
He's great. He's really good. He's honestly, I prayers that he lives a longer career than him and a more successful one. But before he got paid out, he was looking like pre-re-up Todd Gurley.
Oh God, yeah.
Like his run style, like he could catch, he could move, he can stop and go. Like the way he was moving, like I saw a lot of
cutting, but still
real
very
young
physical.
Todd Gurley, early years Dalvin Cook in his rookie years and stuff. Like, and he knows how to deliver a hit too. So
moving up the list,
yeah,
running back 2 in PPR against your boys, Kyron Williams.
Yeah, he's got his opportunity to start. Cam Akers is going up on the market. Browns might be interested in him.
14 touches, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. The more important part, if it's a PPR league, and this is why he was running back 2 in PPR, 10 targets, 6 receptions, 48 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Through the air. So that's huge. High value in PPR.
No, he did really good. Honestly, I was like, man, him and well, we haven't gotten there yet. Next, I'll remember him.
But but start him versus Cincy. They're playing.
Honestly, if you watch the Niners game on both sides of the field, you had you had some solid players to pick from that should be either on your starting roster or you should be looking into picking them up on waiver wires ASAP. Like ASAP, because
dropping cash in the FAABs.
Like Kyron Williams, he just took the starting position.
Yeah.
Cam Akers is up on the market now.
Back in the doghouse with McVay. We talked about it last week. We talked about it week 1. And here we are again, back in the fucking doghouse. Running back 1, PPR. Doom, doom, many men wish death upon me. Fucking Brian Robinson, dude. Holy shit. 18 touches, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns, dude. 3 targets, 2 receptions, 42 yards. Dude, he's going to have some tough matchups coming up. Obviously, he's not going to get to play the Denver fucking Broncos every week in a shootout. But they got the Bills and the Eagles coming up again, which we've been good against the run. The Birds have been good against the run. And the Bills have been good against the run. They held Josh Jacobs, the best running back in the league last year. They held him to a fucking measly number.
Points, yeah.
So possibly sit him until they play Chicago in shallower leagues, but in deeper leagues, fucking start him. He's a low end running back too. In these upcoming weeks until Chicago.
Okay. I know CMC's up there somewhere.
CMC, I think, was running back 3 or running back 5. It was one of the ones that I missed. I'm just trying to spotlight the boys, the unsung heroes, because everybody knows that every fucking week, just about, C-Mac is gonna pop the fuck off.
He's happy.
He killed me in week 1.
I'm not gonna lie. We're seeing a level of intensity and play out of him that we only saw back in college.
We saw
he was. I don't feel like he was playing this strong
his
with Carolina than he is now.
Second year in Carolina before he got hurt, basically.
But I feel like he's playing like on a different level than he did in Carolina.
Speaking of which, that's for my season.
Oh yeah.
And that's for why my season's over. Nicholas Chubbington, he's out.
Yep.
He's done.
He's done for the season.
Done for the season.
Yeah, if any of you guys saw that hit.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It was fucking bad. They learned their lesson from constant footage of constant replays of Tua throwing up gang signs last year. They didn't want to rehash of that, so they didn't even show the replay.
Yeah, they're smart on that. Yeah, if you saw it, it was
bad. The hot mics
it was
picked them up
ugly.
yelling.
It was like some Marcus Lattimore shit.
Yeah, so it was.
No, it was fucking terrible, and it was right there on the goal line too, I believe.
It was in the red zone. Yeah, it was like right on like the 7-yard line. That being said,
it was terrible to see that. Honestly, he was doing well too.
Another two-parter this week, like J.K. Dobbins before him and stuff. We gotta. Unfortunately, it's fantasy. It's the nature of the beast. We got to keep moving. Jerome Ford, a big waiver wire target right now.
Yeah, he actually did not perform well, or not perform too bad after.
Yeah, no, he did great. And I mean,
that situation,
the way Deshaun is playing, I think they're gonna be running the ball a little bit. And he's got
and then not just him, but on the Saints side, Jamal Williams went out with an injury.
Yep.
He went out and didn't come back into the game. And
Tony Jones Jr. looked good.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had, I believe, a rushing touchdown or two.
So.
And
couple other running backs injured on the week. Saquon Barkley, ankle sprain. They're saying right now that it's going to be 3 weeks. So
minimum.
Got to put him on the bench for those 3 weeks at least.
And then for Jamal Williams, I mean,
it could be
Jones
1 week.
Jr. was good to pick up. He looks nice, but
I would target
Alvin Kamara,
one of these other guys, because I was just going to say
Alvin Kamara is, I believe, is already done with the suspension.
1 more game after week 3.
One more game, correct.
And then
so if you do pick up Jones Jr., it could be for the possibility of a short.
Speaking of Saquon,
just for the day,
former San Francisco 49ers legend Matthew Breida. He's their he's the Giants' backup again, serviceable in the fill-in role. And so until Alvin Kamara comes back, or until one of your other running backs, if you have like Aaron Jones or one of these guys that went out early, until they come back, I would say he's somebody that could fill in and start and get you low-end running back 2
Kenny
points.
Walker as well. Kenny Walker went off.
Kenneth Walker is looking good, but Kenneth Walker got drafted. David Montgomery, thigh bruise.
Yeah, if you haven't picked him up, he's not a bad flex right now.
Yeah.
He is not a bad flex. These last 2 games, he's had a touchdown apiece, right?
Well, that's what I was saying. So David Montgomery, there's a possibility. You got to monitor it, keep up to date, but he has a thigh bruise. It shouldn't keep him out of the game, but if you picked up the handcuff and you have Jahmyr Gibbs, sit him versus the Falcons, actually. Like, go another direction. The Falcons
aren't looking too bad this
season.
season.
They've been tough on running backs. A.J. Dillon did jack shit with Aaron Jones fully out against the Falcons. And, we've seen, A.J. Dillon is a good running back. They kept him quiet. Again, in week 1, they kept Miles Sanders quiet. Fuck him. But yeah. Falcons looking good against the running backs.
Miles
They've been
Sanders,
stuffed.
Isn't he with the Panthers now?
Yeah, he's with the Panthers. The Falcons got him in week 1. I think that was that. Yeah, for as far as running back injuries, those are probably the only ones. Hit those waiver wire targets. Look for Jerome Ford, Breida. Look for those other guys to fill in, and don't forget to keep up to date with those other names. Wide receivers. I'll let you start it off.
Honestly, what's his name? Puka Nacua. Hey,
wide receiver
if
2.
you did not pick him up after this last week, after we said to, you're a fucking idiot. If you missed out on that opportunity because you just didn't feel like he was worth it, well, he fucking showed he was worth it. Cooper Kupp might look like he can go on a trade block. No offense.
He hasn't been staying healthy.
He's still a really good receiver. I can see the Rams maybe keeping him another season to have that double threat right there with the both of them. But to be honest with you, they could move on from Cooper Kupp and use him to get draft picks. Right now, they are hurting for draft picks. I believe they don't have any first rounds right now coming up anytime soon, right?
That's why they're trying to get rid of Cam Akers.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get what they can out of Cam Akers. But, Cooper Kupp, I can promise you could bring in at least a first round.
So one question. How do you top 15 targets, 10 receptions, and 119 yards?
Yeah.
20 targets.
Did he have any touchdowns?
No. But
he didn't even have a touchdown.
No. That was week 1. So the question is, how do you top that?
And he had a touchdown week 1.
No touchdown.
I believe he did.
No touchdown either week.
Wow.
So how do you top that? You come back against one of the top defenses in the league, 20 targets, 15 receptions, 147 yards. That's fucking crazy. Obvious connection between him and Matt Stafford.
Oh, actually, he set the record as well for most receptions
by a rookie
by
receiver.
a rookie receiver. He beat the Niners record.
Fucking crazy. If you haven't picked him up yet, if somehow he didn't get picked up after last week off of waivers, he's worth 50% of your free agency, like your budget. Like, he's worth 50% of that budget. Cooper, even if he comes back, might not be 100%. Like, do not be optimistic with these injuries. That's how you fall into fucking traps and holes. Like, go all in on fucking
We're not saying get rid of Cooper Kupp. That'd be stupid.
But, like, understand
he can be traded to somebody.
And Puka's gonna fucking eat, like, regardless of who else is on there.
That. And not just him, but
Tutu Atwell? Tutu Atwell.
Atwell, there you go, Atwell. He did really well as well. I'm not gonna lie, he did really good. He had a little bit of a Debo thing going on over there when Debo first started playing.
Yeah.
He was eating. I'm a Niners fan, and I'm talking about a rim, and I'm telling you, he was eating. But hey, this is fantasy, man.
Yep.
There's money on the line.
A guy who was held a little bit quiet in week one surprisingly in a shootout. You would think he would go off. This week, another shootout. He fucking went off. Wide receiver 1 in PPR leagues. Keenan Allen bolts up, baby. 10 targets, 8 receptions, 111 yards, and 2 fucking tutties.
Yeah, that's what I said. 2 touchdowns.
Start his ass versus Minnesota. You've seen Minnesota, for some reason, likes to get into these close shootouts. Keenan Allen is gonna eat. He's gonna eat this week. Like, he's a wide receiver 1. He's a solid wide receiver 1 this week.
Yeah, that's not a lie. Like, he really did go the fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
I know, I saw it. I was like, fuck, I think I was playing somebody who had him, or I was watching somebody who did. And his points just started going up quick.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
A name that I brought up a couple weeks ago, and it's starting to show, Jaden Reed, wide receiver 20 in PPR leagues. 8 targets, 4 receptions, 37 yards, but 2 touchdowns.
Hey, another one, he didn't do shit last week. Played us. But this week went off. I believe he had like over 29 points. Was George Pickens.
George Pickens, yeah.
Hey,
against a defense that, by all means, like, did play well. Like, Kenny Pickett looked lost for a good portion, but that being said, George Pickens made the most of his targets. Like, he made
every catch count for the most part. Yeah,
little really Randy Moss game, 3 targets or 3 catches, 100 and something yards with a touchdown. Big old 79 yarder.
Yeah, he did well. I had him on my roster.
Yep.
I was like, oh wow. Unfortunately, he was benched, but I mean, in our league, all my receivers went. Man, I had receivers on the bench going off.
Yeah.
It really didn't matter who I put up. Everybody was eating that day on my roster.
Another receiver.
I gotta say that one. I gotta give my team that one. They did fairly well. It's unfortunate that Jamal Williams went out, and he made me lose by 3 freaking points.
Another receiver, wide receiver 13 in PPR leagues.
CeeDee Lamb 29, Garrett Wilson 20, even Mark Andrews put up 16. And then I had
Andrews finished top,
on my bench. I
8.
had George Pickens 29, and I had Jordan Addison 20. Hey, that reminds me, Jordan Addison,
looking good with Kirk.
He's putting up Justin Jefferson numbers.
Well, Justin Jefferson still. Let's not get mistaken.
he don't get it twisted. Justin Jefferson, he's still a start. He's still a keeper. Don't get that twisted.
Justin Jefferson,
to know that Kirk Cousins has an other guy.
Yeah.
That he could put up numbers just as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's phenomenal. Like, that's good. That's good if you're a Vikings fan. That's promising.
Yeah.
You know, if you own one of these people, that it's start him. If you're not starting him yet, I know it's tough because some of these other names have already made a reputation for themselves to know that they can go off. But Honestly, there's some receivers that I would honestly start him over.
This week, they're going to be playing the Chargers. Jordan Addison is going to be a solid wide receiver, too.
Yeah, he is.
He is wide receiver, too.
Yeah.
Right? Like this.
Dude,
right now.
It's like a Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel situation. They're both going to eat. They're both going to go off.
Yeah.
You know, when they get that ball, they're going to make the most of it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They'll have their off days. Everybody does. But I don't see Jordan Addison having an off day anytime soon, to be honest with you. Not with the amount of fantasy points he's put up and the numbers he's put up. Like, I can go through it with you guys real quick, just to give you an idea of this.
In the background, wide receiver
you can
18
see that
in the PPR
he's going to
leagues.
keep getting more. He's going to keep getting more targets because he's already shown that he can handle it.
2 targets,
3 out of 5, 72 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 reception that was 40 plus yards, and that same touchdown, he took it for 50 plus yards. So, you know, he has that. He's making the most out of his receptions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anquan Bolden kind of style, man.
We want to talk about a guy who's making the most out of receptions. Wide receiver 18 on the league in PPR leagues. 2 targets, 2 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown. Marvin Mims was like...
Oh, with the Broncos,
was dead silent week 1. And then all of a sudden...
Week 2, I said it. I said, you might want to bench him this week just in case.
And that's because Jerry Jeudy came back. Jerry Jeudy didn't do shit.
Yeah, no, it was Marvin Mims, yeah.
Start him against Miami. Like, target in smaller leagues, Marvin Mims is still available.
I don't know, man.
Leagues,
Miami is doing... Wow, they're still undefeated.
No. But Miami they've been in high-scoring games. They've been giving... I'm gonna bring somebody up. That's a mouse. That's a fucking mystery mouse Cthulhu that'll help us later on. But start him against Miami. Another guy. I fucking whiffed again, and it's not my fault. It's the dumbass Nadia Twitch streamer's fault. Trevor Lawrence just decides 1 week he's just gonna pick one receiver, and that's the guy that week. Christian Kirk, wide receiver 13 in PPR, 14
he
targets,
went off.
11 receptions, 110 yards. Like
him and Chark, right? Didn't Chark go off as well
DJ
too?
Chark's with the Panthers. He didn't.
No, but I'm saying Chark. He was another one that.
I feel like he didn't like. Trevor Lawrence didn't even look at any other fucking receivers.
He really didn't.
After last week,
because I had Zay Jones with the fat fucking
doing
goose
the same
egg,
thing
dude.
with Calvin
and Zay
Ridley.
Jones was getting. He was getting fed last week.
It was fucking annoying.
Zay Jones had a solid. Remember, didn't I say he had like a solid 14 or something? 11 or 14. He put up double digits for me for sure.
We're gonna speak on that. Zay Jones
0
day to day with the knee injury.
But he went 0 for 6.
Yeah, we got it. So
he had actually that means he didn't. It wasn't about him not getting targeted. He just.
Well, yeah.
Either they weren't syncing up or he was
so the
just
crowd,
dropping a lot of passes.
That could boost the numbers for Ridley and Kirk both. Because Zay Jones, he's day to day right now. Like he has a knee injury.
I know. I'm about to put him out and.
We're gonna like speed through this as far as the injuries. There were a lot of injuries to wide receivers this week. At least like significant fantasy guys.
One to keep an eye on. I don't know if they said anything about him. I think he played the rest of the game. Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams is fine.
Is he? Because I remember he took that solid
shot. He took a big hit. They pulled him out towards the end of the game because the game was over. OBJ, ankle injury. It looks like it's minor. So they said that he should be able to play week 3. They've already come out ahead and said he should be able to play week 3. Garrett Wilson's fine. Amon-Ra St. Brown, cramps. He got cramps during the game. I would monitor it. It looks like again shouldn't keep him out.
Oh, it's just when he had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah. Jalen Waddle, he's on concussion protocol. He might miss. He shouldn't. I mean, if he's on concussion protocol,
I was going to say he's on concussion protocol
this week.
He should probably be on the bench right now, but keep an eye.
Especially given the Dolphins' history with concussion protocol.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf got some ribs stuff, so he's monitor him. He's day to day.
Same thing as Brandon Ayuk.
And I was gonna say Brandon Ayuk, his shoulder.
He's day to day
with his shoulder.
They did say that it's a day to day thing right now. Yeah. They don't see him. They said it's probably gonna be a game time decision, to be honest with you.
So
and it's honestly gonna be on the player.
Game time decisions. So keep up.
Christian Watson, I believe I'm not sure if he's already out again. Or if he isn't.
No. It's just a hamstring thing. If they play it safe, they'll keep him out one more week. If that's the case, honestly, Romeo Doubs didn't do shit. I made the call. I thought Romeo Doubs was going to eat. It ended up being Jaden Reed. Moving forward, I won't definitively make a call because I don't know who is going to be the guy that Jordan Love wants to connect with that week.
Hey, if he could turn into the next Aaron Rodgers and just be connecting with all his receivers. You never know. I mean, he understudied under that guy for a while, man. I highly doubt he didn't pay attention, start learning. And nope, look, Devontae Adams, questionable.
No, Devontae Adams, he's good.
You already checked?
Yeah, I checked. That's why I took all the notes. I told you all the fantasy relevant players. I made the notes. Moving on to tight ends. I didn't cover him last week because I didn't want to put him high on the list. I thought it was a fluke, especially because it was against my Birds. But he's fucking legit. He's playing a good defense next week, but he should still be a high tight end, like a high tight end 2, low tight end 1. He's the tight end 2 on the season in PPR leagues. Hunter fucking Henry.
For the Patriots?
Yeah, he's looking like a favorite target for Mac Jones. Like, he's making Mac Jones look like an actual quarterback. 7 targets, 6 receptions, 52 yards, and touchdown. Like, guy has been balling out. He's basically put up the same stat line 2 weeks in a row. Like, he's got a rough stretch coming up for the next 2-3 weeks, but I would still feel comfortable starting him, especially in deeper leagues. Tight end 8, back-to-back weeks in PPR leagues. 6 targets, 5 receptions, 63 yards. Somebody that this guy's a big fan of. Samuel Laportas. Holy shit. Sam Laporta. Fucking pulling out, dude.
Put up 11 this week.
Yeah, he looked good. He was the tight end 8 in PPR leagues.
That's not bad, man. 2 games, back-to-back double digits.
Yeah. No, so he's been the tight end 8 back-to-back weeks.
No, but I'm saying he's put up back-to-back double-digit weeks, I believe. I'm not mistaken. No, or last week it was 9, right?
I think so.
I think it was last week.
But yeah, 9. So I mean, he's been doing his thing.
That's not bad.
And here's the thing:
Probably
we just mentioned Amon-Ra St. Brown might miss. He might be a game-time decision. Sam Laporta could benefit from that, like, greatly, because of the connection he's already shown with Jared Goff. So I would be comfortable starting him, like, moving forward. A guy that I made a call on, and it fucking pains me.
Hayden Hurst?
Logan Thomas. Oh. He's on concussion protocol, but he is looking like a legit tight end. He's been in the top 10 in PPR back-to-back weeks before going on, and he went into concussion protocol in the second quarter of the game. Like, he got his touchdown, got his 2 receptions, got his fucking yardage, and went out and still finished this week in the top 10 on the tight ends. So, obviously, he's going to probably miss next week, but when he comes back, like, start him. I would feel comfortable starting him moving forward. And again, in a crowded receiver room, Curtis Samuel, Jahan Dodson, Terry McLaurin, we cannot stress that enough. He's still putting up numbers and is still fantasy viable.
Receivers seem to be going off this season. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Yeah. Honestly, all the players around. I don't know if it's just because it's the beginning of the season, everybody's hyped to keep playing, start playing again.
Yeah.
And they're still on that height. They're still on that high, I guess you could say. Hopefully it never comes down. Makes for interesting games.
I was just going to say, makes the game more fun when people are scoring, people are playing.
Defensively, though, Chiefs have been looking pretty good back-to-back weeks.
Chiefs are looking good.
Not going to lie. They put up 14 points for me on fantasy.
Yeah, Chiefs look good. Jaguars look good. I have them as a streamer in another league, and I didn't start them because they were playing the Chiefs. I figured it would be a shootout, and instead, it ended up being like a defensive standoff.
Yeah.
So, that being said, they went up against a decent test and stood up to it. I would feel comfortable starting the Jaguars defense against even an elite offense moving forward. As we've seen, they've played an elite offense and they did well against it. And Anthony Richardson is starting to show that the Colts offense is potent underneath him. So, being that the Jaguars defense did well in week 1 against that Colts offense, like they've played 2 good offenses back-to-back weeks and showed out. I would feel comfortable starting them.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right. What's next?
We skipped kickers.
Oh, yeah.
Home
Jake
saying-
Moody still doing it.
Jake Moody, back-to-back weeks. Dude,
Double-digit numbers again, didn't he?
yeah, I fucking picked him up, dude.
I have him in one of my fantasy leagues as well. Actually, I have him in my dynasty league.
He almost helped me with the comeback, dude.
Bro, he put up 14 points again.
Yeah, back-to-back.
I love it, dude.
In other news,
I have him in my dynasty league as my dynasty kicker, my franchise kicker. So, that was a good pickup. I picked him up his rookie season.
Homsay Young from the Squid Game. 1 for 2 on extra points, but he finished 4 for 4 on his field goals. Young Hoku with the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh yeah.
And the Falcons offense, they're at that point where I feel like they're good, but they're gonna come up short on a lot of drives. Young Hoku is gonna be a solid
I feel
fantasy
that too.
option moving forward. Like they're
But I'm
gonna
not
score
gonna
touchdowns.
lie, even still, it's still good to have him because I feel like once they get it going,
Still gonna
they're
get a
gonna
lot of
be-
opportunities.
There's gonna be a lot of extra points needing to be
Yeah.
made. Bijan Robinson, I feel like it's just getting started.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yep.
you still have Drake London and Kyle Pitts who are lightweight, starting to wake up, I guess you could say, into it. You know. All right. What else?
I will. Gotta find the paper now where we had it. There it is. So, we made our picks last week. Eagles Vikes. I took that one. We both whiffed on the Bengals. We both whiffed on the Lions. We both hit on the Colts. I picked Bucks. He picked Chiefs. I was fucking doing it. I did it for you guys. I picked the Jags. They didn't pull it off. We both whiffed on the Packers. Falcons look good. We both fucking hit
It
on the
wasn't a fluke. It
Yeah.
wasn't a one-time game.
We both
Yeah, it
fucking
wasn't a
hit
one
on the
thing.
Bills. The Raiders look like shit. They shouldn't be 1-1. They should be. Or no, they're 0-2, huh?
No, they won.
Yeah, they're 1-1. Fuck them.
They won by 1 point. I think it was 17-16 against the
We both
Broncos.
whiffed on the Chargers.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
We both hit on the 49ers. I whiffed on the Cardinals because they blew a fucking momentous lead.
I picked the freaking Commanders, didn't
He got the Giants. We both hit on the Cowboys. Broncos country lets cry. I picked the Commies. We both hit on the Dolphins. We both hit on the Saints. It literally came down to the Monday night game.
I? With the tiebreaker.
If the Browns
That means
win,
that the Steelers have to win,
and
and I have to get the points
he
correct.
had to get the points.
or get closer to it.
Final score, 26-22. He picked the Steelers, and he had them at 28-23. So he takes it off the tiebreaker. I do just want to mention, for the record, that last week this motherfucker was like, we don't need a tiebreaker.
Well, because I thought we had picked, but I forgot that we had a double header on Monday. That's why I thought I was
No.
like, usually that's the odd number, you know. But
So, but yeah.
hey, but I trusted my gut. I knew the Steelers weren't complete ass. I mean, come on, guys, it's fucked up.
I saw the way that the
Kenny
Browns
Pickett
handled.
still needs a lot of work.
and I will
but,
say-
mean, the team behind him is still really well.
If Nick
played
Chubb
really
doesn't
well.
lose a leg, I think the Browns win that game.
That defense was coming through.
'Cause
man.
up until
TJ Watt
then,
went off again. Hey,
they
TJ
were
Watt,
fine.
lightweight, looks like a top candidate for defensive player of the year
Yeah,
so far.
he's gonna get hurt in like week 16.
Jesus fucking Christ, my
Fuck
guy.
him. He'll always be JJ Watt's little brother.
Oh, that's fucked up. Hey, you might surpass his brother. You never know if he hasn't already.
That'd be tough. Well, shit. So, that being said, that brings up man on man. This week's picks. You got the phone. Let's write them down.
All right. Let me bring it up.
This week.
Where's my 10, fool?
I don't have cash. I gotta send it to you on Snapchat or Cash App.
Snapchat.
Yeah,
Apple Pay, fool.
That lets-
Apple Pay, fool.
that lets you know that I'm not gonna pay him. Can't
I
even
know,
get the app right.
No. All right, here we go. Game 1. My boys against the Giants. You already know who I'm picking.
Yeah, I got the 49ers in that one. They fucking went down 20. They had to come back from a 20-0 deficit to the fucking Cardinals.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Next game up. Falcons, Lions.
That's tough.
I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Where are they playing?
Only because I got Bijan Rob. Oh, damn, I got Sam Laporta too.
Where are they playing?
They're playing at Detroit.
Oh, I got the Lions.
All right, I'll take the Falcons. I feel good about that still.
Okay.
Ooh, next in line. This one should be a good one. This one could be a shootout too. Chargers versus the Vikings.
God.
You hate it when it's like, fuck, either one could really go
I
the
wanna-
fuck off. Or they
my-
could just both go off, and
my
then it's like a
heart-
nail biter, man.
My heart is saying Chargers,
I
but my
know.
brain is saying Vikings.
I honestly think it all depends on if Austin Eckler's going to play in this game. If Austin Eckler plays, I feel like it's going to be a fucking shootout. But I'm leaning Chargers' way. Fuck.
I'm gonna go Vikings. I got Vikes. I gotta go with the Vikes, man.
I know Jordan Addison did look.
I like Kirk Cousins, man.
And
He's
they give up a lot of yards in the pass game. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Vikings on that one too. I'm sorry, Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And Mattison's doing as well as he is on the ground.
TJ fucking Hawkinson, dude.
Dude, that too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they got a squad, man. I'm sorry. Chargers are pretty stacked too, but Austin Eckler's still questionable, I think.
Yeah.
So that honestly really plays a key factor in a decision like that. Oh, next one, Saints and Packers.
I got the Packers. The Saints
Really?
looked like dog shit on yesterday, dude. They looked so
They
bad.
did, but they also ended up in a situation without Jamal Williams. They probably weren't as prepared for that as they thought they would need to be.
Derek Carr missed some like open throws.
They're playing at
Yeah.
Packer Stadium, they're playing at
Yeah.
Lambeau Field. So.
Yeah, I got the Packers, dude. Jordan Love looked good. He's looking good this year.
I'm going with the Saints.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like they're waking up still, but they're getting there.
Okay, that's fair.
Next one, the Texans or the Jaguars? Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Jaguars.
Yeah.
Sorry, my boy CJ Stroud just ain't looking like it. I honestly
He had a good week. Nico Collins he put up garbage time numbers, but yeah, he looked better, at least.
All right, next
He
one,
was less
Broncos
ass.
Dolphins. I'm going with the
Oh
Dolphins.
Jesus, yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes my gut kind of says Broncos, but I'm gonna stick with the Dolphins on that one. I don't think they're gonna guard Tyreek Hill that well.
No, hell no.
And if
Well-
they somehow double team him and do, then they're leaving open Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, Patrick Surtain can only be one part of the field at once.
All right, next Titans and Browns. Browns.
I got
Ooh.
Titans. I got Titans, dude.
Oh wait, never mind. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I forgot. Nicky Chubb
I got Titans.
is out. Before did look good, but Titans really? You got
Dude, Derrick Henry looked
Tannehill?
looked good. Tannehill did his thing. Treylon Burks actually.
I'm gonna go with the
finished.
Browns.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like the Browns might do it. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson pulls his head out of his ass.
Hopefully.
Fuck, dude. I don't know what you need to do. Bills, Commanders, Bills.
Yeah.
I just gotta ride it out with my boy Josh Allen. I'm sorry, he's a Valley boy, so.
Yeah, I got the Bills in there. I got personal investment in that. I want them to.
Me too.
I need to-
He's on all of my rosters.
The Commanders
practically.
somehow finished 2-0, so I need them to get knocked down the peg.
All right, here we go. Bills, Colts, and Ravens. Anthony
Richardson's
plays.
gonna miss with concussion protocol, so I've got the Ravens.
But El Minshew looks
Plus,
nice.
again, I got personal investment. I got Lamar and Zay Flowers, so like I need them to fucking
Do I
play.
have anybody on there? Oh, shit, I got Mark Andrews.
We pick with our heart, but also with our brain, and
Yeah.
also with our wallet. So,
Colts, Ravens. Jonathan Taylor back?
no. Not until week 5 at least.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ravens on that one too. Next in line, El Patriots or the Jets? Ooh. I don't have my trust and confidence in Zach Wilson. And Mac Jones has not been doing too bad.
I got the Patriots.
They're playing at Jets Stadium, though. I got the Jets. Give me the Jets. Salah. Here, now let me down. All right. Next in line, Panthers, Seahawks. Seahawks.
Panthers Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going Seahawks. Sorry. I don't think
Yeah.
Bryce Young has got it all the way down yet. He didn't
Not
have
yet.
a bad game, but
Not
he
yet.
didn't have a great game. All right, next. Bears, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, I don't know, man. Well, no, he didn't do bad this game, huh? Did he have any interceptions? 2, 1? It was towards the end of the game, wasn't it?
He was bad.
Yeah.
He's not.
He didn't
he's not
start
good.
off bad. I know he didn't start off bad.
It was the Bucks.
Yeah.
Chris Jones is gonna.
Cowboys,
Touch him.
Cardinals. Them
Cowboys.
boys. What if
Yeah.
the Cardinals pull it off? That'd be fucking hilarious.
I think they
I'm
are
gonna go
tanking.
with the boys on that one too. But
I think the Cardinals are tanking. They should have won that fucking game.
they almost did. They were like, "Wait, asshole!
Yeah, literally.
We're
that's
trying
what
to find your
that's-
replacements."
That's literally what it felt like. Is they were like, you-
"Holy shit! Wait, we're winning!"
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, next one: Steelers, Raiders. At Raiders.
Oh, I got the Raiders there.
Really?
Yeah,
I got fucking Steelers.
I think.
I need Ed Pickens to go off again. Oh, dude. Your fucking Buzzards or the fucking Buccaneers?
Fly Eagles fly, baby. Fly Eagles fly. Fuck the Buccaneers. Although I like Baker Mayfield, but fuck them.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles on that one, too. I think Buccaneers take their first L. Well, somebody is, right?
Have to.
And the Monday night game. I don't know how the fuck those cocksuckers got one already. Well, we got the Thursday
It's
night
another
game,
doubleheader.
So. Oh, it is, huh? Oh,
Yep.
shit. Oh, I missed that.
Rams,
and then the Rams
Bengals.
and the Bengals, yeah.
I got the Rams.
You got the Rams?
I
They're
got
playing
the-
at Cincy.
I got the Rams.
I'm going to go with the Bengals on that one.
Coming from a guy who's been starting Joe Burrow and fucking Jamar Chase for the last 2 weeks,
What if this is the game that they just go the fuck off?
I don't give a fuck. I hope they drop 100 points each. I'm benching both. I got the Rams. I don't fucking care. I'm so out on Joe Burrow. I'm so out.
I'll take the Bengals.
I'm so fucking out on Joe Burrow.
I'm probably going to regret that decision.
I'm so mad.
How many do we have different?
A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 again this week.
So it's going to be another tiebreaker then.
What's the tiebreaker?
Ah, shit. Which game? Eagles and Bucks or Rams and Bengals?
We'll do Rams Bengals. I've got it.
Now you're second guessing yourself.
I've got it close to last week. I got it 24-13.
24-13?
24-17. 24-17. Yeah. I got it 24-17.
I'm probably going to regret this number, but I'm going to take
Because you got the Bengals.
oh, fuck. I might even change that decision, to be honest with you. It won't matter either way.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it does. Then it makes it 5. Oh, dude, it's going to be a tight game if they win.
Yeah.
I want to say like 30-24 or 30-27, but I don't know. I feel like that one might be a game. I don't know. I feel like fucking Joe Burrow's going to start sinking it in with his fucking receivers on this one. And the Rams, you already know Matthew Stafford's going to find a way to win.
Yeah.
But they're playing in Cincinnati. And what's the weather like over there? Because over here in California, it's still fucking 100 damn degrees or some bullshit. It's still breaking up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we got to break this week, and the week has been in the nice little mid-80s.
Yeah.
But next week is jumping right back up into the 90s again. All
So
right,
what-
so
what's your score?
I feel like Cincinnati will have the upper hand. It's cold over there right now, isn't it? It's already getting ready to start fucking snowing.
It's getting a little cold. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly.
Let me check the weather report in Cincinnati.
Look at this guy. Fucking Joker.
Nah, I'm going to take, man, because even if they go over, I still win. Because
Yeah.
I'm the closest there. I'm going to go with a 30-27.
Okay.
Yeah, Bengals over Rams. I feel like that's going to be a good one.
Cool. That
Dude,
was
if I win again,
that
and
would be
it comes
crazy.
down to the tiebreaker,
That'd be fucking wild. I'll stop doing these picks. I'll be down 20.
I got forfeit the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I'm already down $20.
That was man on man. Now we move on to the 2-minute drill, where we
2-minute drill. We just cover crazy stuff,
wrap shit up.
trends around the sports world, I guess you could say.
Dodgers clinch NL West.
Damn it! I don't know if my Giants pulled that off. I think they're still
Giants
fighting
are fighting for a spot.
for a
Actually,
spot right now, man.
see how they're doing against the Diamondbacks tonight, because that's who you guys are playing to try to get in.
Yeah, I was about to, that's what I'm looking up.
Not good. Zach Gallen must be.
8-4 right now.
Oh shit!
Bottom of the 8th.
Damn, they were up 2-0 in the first.
We got to win the series. This is the first game of the series. This is the first game of the series.
First game of the series, yeah.
And then we have
yeah.
It's only a 2-game series though. Then we have them tomorrow at 12:40, and then shit, we got you guys the next 4 weeks.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Hey, and
Where are we at in the standings? We're like right on the borderline, aren't we?
yeah, you guys are I think 2 or 3 games back.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Single high, also 450 dead center. That's the other name of this podcast.
What?
I'm also 450 dead center. Fucking dingers.
Right? 76, 74.
College football.
College football. I wonder if my Trojans moved up. Let's check that out, actually.
You
because,
guys are 5.
some of those... We barely moved up one fucking spot?
Yeah.
And then, are those cocksuckers still in their same positions?
No, they shifted around. I think Michigan is 1 now.
Michigan should be one. They blew out
Yeah.
their fucking opponent.
Yeah, I
the
think
other
it's-
teams fucking struggled.
I think it's Michigan, Georgia, Texas, Florida State.
No, it still says Georgia's number 1.
Oh,
Georgia 1, Michigan 2, Texas moved up to
that's
3.
right. Texas, yeah.
Florida State dropped to 4, USC's at 5.
Yep.
But we did better than all those fucking teams. We've been putting up stronger numbers.
Yeah. Against lesser talent. This next week, though,
It doesn't matter. These fuckers play non-ranked teams the same.
this next week, you guys play
Damn it.
another powerhouse, Arizona State, who just got
mollywopped
goose-egged by
fucking,
Fresno.
Fresno State.
Woo! Bulldogs up, baby.
Hey, you know,
Hot start
I'm
to the
not a Fresno
season.
State fan. I'm a USC fan,
Fresno
but
State,
I do like to
3-0.
cheer for our boys when they're doing good. So,
Yeah, dude.
you know,
they're looking-
I wonder if
they're
they cracked in
looking
the top
solid.
25 yet.
No, hell no. They're in the Mountain West.
They're in the Mountain West, but they just beat
They'll have to
Arizona State. They just beat a Pac-12 team, and they beat Purdue.
Purdue. So I think they're gonna need one more
Strong
big win.
like that,
and
kind
they'll-
of get noticed.
Yeah, unfortunately, like college football right now, like there's a lot of good teams, like those borderline teams. That's why.
Who else put it on somebody recently from the Mountain West, or almost did? Oh, Colorado State.
Yep.
Where's Colorado at? They probably moved up in the rankings
They
too.
dropped to 22, I think, or 21. They
19.
They dropped a spot.
As they should have, because honestly, they struggled against a team they probably should have blown out.
Yeah.
It's a Mountain West Conference team, which, and I guess you could say, considering, is not a Power 5.
No. Hell
Definitely
no.
not. You know what I'm saying? So it falls in that category. It's a team that they honestly see like, yeah, there is that rivalry.
Yeah.
It should be a tough game for like the first 2 plays, and then you should be taking off on them.
Travis Hunter out. Prayers up.
Oh,
That was
yeah. My
big
boy
hit.
took a very
That was-
unnecessary
yeah.
hit. That was very unnecessary. I
Spe-
don't agree with that. I get rivalries. I get wanting to make a statement and shit, but there's a right way to do things, and that's just not it.
Yeah, Michael Irving said it best. He's like, being a receiver, like, you're going to take hits. He's like, I actually, I wanted people to try to take me out of the game because that let me know how fucking good I am. But he's like, but do it within the whistles. Like, do it in the whistle, and, like, that's, like, if I get a hard hit in the whistle, like, that's part of the fucking
but
game.
he grew up and played in a day and age where they can get the shit knocked out
Yeah.
of them. Nowadays, they get the shit knocked out of them. A fucking flag is
Yeah,
probably coming
but
real
it's like-
quick.
You watch the replay, you see the ball, he looks at the ball hit the ground and is like, yeah, I put my shoulder into it. It's like,
I don't disagree with
what
the way
the
he. I'm
fuck,
not
dude?
talking about him. I'm just saying in general.
yeah,
like,
no. But yeah,
what he did, that was just fucking. That
Yeah.
was a dickheaded move.
No, and that's
It was
what
a
Michael
stupid
Irving was
move.
saying.
Honestly, a lot of their stupid personal grudges, rivalry wise, fuck that game up for them.
Yeah.
They honestly, in my opinion, if they don't commit those penalties,
They win.
they win.
Yeah.
They win. They
No
put
doubt.
Colorado themselves back in that game.
Yep.
They really did, because honestly, Colorado did not have a fucking answer until they got their first touchdown.
Yeah.
Then they kind of got their momentum going, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, Colorado State they were giving it to them.
Yep. Up 11 in the fourth. Like, you should win that game.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, too many dumb penalties. And I text this guy in the first quarter. And was like, they need to control their emotions or else they're going to lose. And sure enough, Kamara goes out in the fourth. Like, it was all bad.
Crazier talk.
So week 1, Oregon goes the fuck off on somebody and goes 81-3
Portland State
against Portland State.
destroyed them.
Portland State this last week turned around and fucking handed somebody. I don't know what team it was.
70 zip.
No,
Was
they
it-
said it was 91 to 0.
Yeah, 91-0.
91 to goddamn 0. Hey, you know what? That game must have been worth it for you guys because it woke you the fuck up.
It was DeVry University.
I know, right? The team off of that shit movie, was it called The Comebacks or something? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one dude. Supposed to be out partying, doing drugs, having unprotected sex.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
crazy ass.
Oh man, yeah, that was bad. That was very bad. The best part is North Texas decided to pop off on Twitter and make a comment. They were like, "Imagine losing like by that margin to Portland State," and the Portland State Twitter profile reminded them that North Texas got their shit kicked in like 56-0 by Portland State. So fucking kept them checked the fuck out of them.
Right? Hey, don't go away, motherfucker. You're in this too.
Another big win. Cal
Washington.
Berkeley
Them
over
too.
Iowa, baby. Or no, not the but no, Idaho. Over
Idaho. Huh? Was it Idaho?
Yeah, it was Idaho
Sure.
or Illinois. I don't know. It was one of those I schools. All I know is
They're not ranked,
we
right?
took definitely not ranked. Next week, I'm hoping we don't get put in our place too badly. Again, guys, we like to give you guys betting options as well.
Don't bet your money on Alabama anytime soon.
Cal Berkeley, they're 21-point underdogs against Washington, against UW, number 8 Washington. Our boys are gonna cover.
Yeah.
God willing.
I was about to talk about Washington, man. They're fucking doing their thing. They put up some serious numbers on some teams, man.
Yeah. We're gonna. I'm not
They're
saying we're
looking
gonna
like a
win.
strong Pac-12 team, to be honest with you. They really are.
I'm not saying we're gonna win, but we might not lose by 21 points. So, bet to cover.
Honestly, the way college football's been going these last few weeks, that is not outside the parameters of reach. Honestly,
could be
they
tight.
could cover that spread. They could really cover that 21-point spread.
Sam
'cause
Jackson the fifth might decide.
Take a quick trip to Vegas.
play.
Take a quick trip to Vegas and place your bets, because.
Go now.
Hey, bro, I'm like looking through it, and Pac-12 is dominating the top 25 right now.
Yeah.
We got
Oregon State,
We
Oregon,
got USC,
Washington.
We got USC, Washington, Oregon, Utah, Oregon State, Colorado, Washington State,
Yep.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what was that 8 to 10 teams?
Cal has to have one vote at least, or at least half a vote. One of the journalists was like, they thought about it, and then they wrote in like Colorado State or something. But we got considered at least for one vote. So
We were there.
it was in the back of their mind, and then they were like, yeah, fucking UTEP is 1-1.
Betting wise, look at Alabama's schedule pretty thoroughly, because they struggled.
Alabama
They
might not
struggled
finish
and
in
already
the
took
top
an early
15.
L. Yeah, they're already outside of the top 15, I think.
I think they're 13 right
They're
now.
13 right now, yeah, you're right. They're
Yep.
13.
So
Penn State's doing it.
yeah,
Ohio State
the
carrying
fucking
where they left
Lions,
off.
baby.
Yeah, Utah is still doing pretty well. So I thought Utah was struggling, but I guess not.
No,
I guess
no,
they finally
Utah's doing
updated
good.
it.
Yeah.
They put it to whoever they're playing.
Yeah.
I
So-
saw the score. It was a pretty good margin.
It seems like the Pac-12 is going to do what it does every fucking season and cannibalize itself from having a team in the college football playoff.
Hi. I can see somebody.
It was like last season. It's like USC was fucking great.
Yeah.
And then
the sad part is
Caleb got hurt.
we are gonna single-handedly as a division knock ourselves out.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because
Like,
at some point in time,
like somebody has to play.
somebody has to win.
That's what I mean by like them
We have to play
cannibalizing each
somewhere,
other.
and we gotta win.
You know,
And
like,
honestly, like
it happens every year.
powerhouse-wise, the ones I see staying in it is us for sure. USC for damn sure.
Oregon and Washington.
Washington, yes.
'Cause,
Oregon, yes. Utah is always a yes because Utah, they really be doing it.
Dude,
Oregon State will be out quick.
Penix and
Washington State. Okay, so let me rephrase that. They may not get knocked out of the top 25. The ones that are borderlining it, like Washington State at 21 and UCLA at 22, I could see them getting knocked off quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could see them losing their votes if they take an L anywhere in
Yeah.
between now and then. Colorado, too.
Yeah.
Colorado, honestly,
Well,
I think Colorado takes an L. They're going to drop to a very, very low 20 spot. And if they
They'll-
possibly take any other L, they're out.
they'll probably. I mean, like I'm high on Colorado. Like I like what Deion's doing with the program. They'll probably end up losing more than likely, like Oregon, USC back to back.
I'm rooting for them, but the thing is
And then but
to
after
me, Colorado's not a safe bet yet.
no.
It's a risky bet,
No.
and it's a
And
fun bet.
I'm not saying that.
If you have
What
the
I'm-
money
what I'm-
to do
what
that,
I'm
by all
saying
means,
is-
please do.
What I'm saying is USC, Oregon, they probably lose back to back. I could see them upsetting like Utah or Washington. So, and then all the other teams in the Pac-12, they should be able to beat like Arizona State and all those other schools. So, like, I could see them going.
I could see us conquering the bottom half of the top 25 this season.
Yeah.
Maybe even in the mids. Because
Yeah.
you never know. There's always that, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Cal Berkeley, baby.
Yeah.
I'll write it now.
Hey, they give it to Washington. They're jumping.
Dude,
They're in it. They give it to Washington. They're in it.
bet the spread, baby.
I mean,
I'm all in, dude. I'm fucking betting. I'm betting the spread.
because the best part is if you bet the spread and they
got-
win, you definitely covered.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Dude, I'm betting on my boys to cover, dude. I might put like 50 down.
I might give you some money to put down for me too.
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck.
I could see them covering the spread. I could also see them not covering the spread.
I
if
was going to
Washington
say,
really
I
goes
could also
off.
see the game going very bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could realistically see that game going very sour very quickly.
And Utah being up by like fucking 30 by
Well,
the
it's the
half.
thing. It's like, okay, Cal is one of those teams where they could fucking compete.
Yeah.
Just like, who was it?
Just
South
like-
Carolina was doing with Alabama.
With the Gamecocks, yeah.
Dude, like,
Spencer
but all
Rattler.
it did was it took just a few mistakes and it was done.
Yeah.
That's how I see it with Cal against Washington.
And hey, we're betting, dude.
I feel like they're gonna fucking bang it. They're gonna bang it out. They're gonna fucking put in their work.
Sam
But
Jackson the fifth is going to throw a
the thing
bad
that would
pick.
ruin them is gonna be self-inflicted wounds. It's gonna be something like a pick or a fumble loss.
Yeah.
And
Or just not converting.
Washington, I feel like you give them that one inch, they're gonna
Oh,
turn.
dude.
They're gonna turn it into
I mean,
a mile.
they have a Heisman candidate. Fucking Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah,
looks legit.
that's what I'm fucking
Dude,
saying. You
yeah.
know. So it's like it's one of those situations where right now, like, I could see them covering the spread, but I could also see it going
Not.
very, very badly.
Yeah.
You know, because
Uh,
Washington, I feel like they're trying to crack that top four with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like that. I feel
Yeah.
like they're really trying to crack that top four with USC up there.
They,
You know,
they
Oregon
see,
as well too. Honestly, Oregon, USC, Washington, and Utah.
Yeah.
Those four teams in the Pac-12 right now have the fucking solid capabilities
Yeah.
of making top four.
If one of those teams runs the,
Because I feel
runs
like
the
we're going to be
table-
in the top. I think all of us are in the top 10 already. I think the only
Yeah.
one not is
Yeah,
Utah.
no, Utah I think is 12.
Utah's 12.
Yeah.
Oregon is
10.
10. No, Utah's 11. Oregon's 10.
10.
Washington is 8.
You guys are
USC is 5.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. The four teams that I named, they're right there at the top 10.
Yeah.
All right, Utah's out by 1.
From the same conference.
Right there. You know what I mean? Same conference.
So,
You know, so yeah, I really see it. I really see it going. I honestly see those teams being in the top 10
Yeah.
all the way up until we play each other.
It's every
You know,
year,
even if we play
every
each other, I
fucking
feel
year,
like
man.
They would just switch positions in the top 10.
because technically they're not losing to some low-ranked teams. They're losing to some
Yeah.
like they lose to us. They're losing to a top 5 team right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Top 10 for sure. They're losing to each other. They're losing to top 10 teams. You know.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations where I feel like they would just move up
Yeah, it's-
slightly or
It's
take
like
each
the
other's
SEC.
positions.
You always
but
see
they'd
that with
still
the
be there.
SEC, like, you know, a couple years ago, you see
Yeah.
A&M has 2 losses and they're still in the top 15.
Because,
What
like,
the
look
fuck?
at Bama and LSU already took some L's. Notre Dame's pretty good name for themselves, but
Notre
they themselves
Dame.
will be in there.
Fucking Fighting Irish, dude.
The only other ones I see that could crack
Shouts
in the
out
top
to,
10 and possibly knock
Shane
them out,
Gillis.
the only ones I could see them doing that would be Oklahoma and Mississippi.
Damn.
Because, like I said, I don't feel like Oregon State's good enough to beat any of those teams right there.
Well,
Nor Colorado, unfortunately. I see them putting up a fight like a motherfucker, but I don't see them beating them.
Yeah.
Shit. Honestly, next week, I feel like they're going to take their first down. I
Who?
feel like Oregon's going to fucking give it to them. They're
Oh.
playing Oregon, and I think they're playing at Oregon.
they're playing in Colorado.
Are
But
they?
Colorado's another team. 21-point underdogs. The boys might cover. The boys might cover that.
Bro, fucking Oregon's been putting up ridiculous numbers on motherfuckers. They just put 55-10 on fucking Hawaii.
Primetime.
And the
baby.
week before that.
Fuck Hawaii, dude. The fucking Fresno State's gonna put on 50 on Hawaii, dude.
Oh, that's always a game.
What
That's
is-
always a game. That's a strong rivalry.
What, is they got Colt Brennan still fucking playing over there, dude? What the hell?
Hey, I don't know, man. I mean, they played a solid fucking Oregon.
Fucking
team, so
came
they're gonna
back,
get
he-
blown out.
He
If
read.
Fresno State plays Oregon right now, they're gonna get blown out. No
Oh
offense.
yeah, what the hell?
They might do better than 10, but they're definitely gonna get fucking smacked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
But-
sorry. It's just Oregon. Honestly, this year looks fucking nice. They look really good.
That being
Shit.
said,
They have a possibility of putting it on my boys if they want to.
2-minute warning. That was a long 2-minute warning, but we do it. We do it for the content. We do it for the rock. We do it for the people. That's why we're the fucking People's Podcast. Every fucking week, we'll tune back in with you guys
Gonna
again.
get us
Keep
sued.
following, keep subscribing, keep
If
doing
we ever
what the
get
fuck
sued
you guys
and you read
do.
about us getting sued,
Just know it's because of him.
It's my fault. Yeah.
I didn't know I couldn't say that and be like, bro, if anybody famous has ever said it before you, you can't say it.
Nah. See you guys next week, dude.